This is the entrance to the Circle B-Bar Ranch, which you'll see as you enter the facility. You'll come down a road and you'll find the Circle B-Bar Ranch historical plaque. You'll find various parking areas around the circle where you can park at. You'll find this Nature Discovery Trail taking you to their Discovery Center. I'm walking along the nature path from the parking lot, which takes you over to the entrance to the actual Nature Center. This is one of the pathways coming into the Nature Center. This obviously is the entrance. As I pan around, you will see the entrance to the center itself, straight ahead. This is a view of the interior of the Circle B-Bar Nature Center, which really is a place you need to visit. I have been here before several times with my good friend Keith, who came with me today, but we'll be walking around the preserve trying to find some great bird pictures. Now, the B-Bar Preserve is similar to the Orlando wetlands, but it's a much older preserve that's here, that the trails are more overgrown, so I really don't need a long lens as I had before. I've got a new camera. I'll be using the Nikon Z52 camera, and this got the APS or DX sensor in it, which I love. And I also got the new attachment for it, the FTZ2 attachment, so my older lenses all fit on this camera. So we'll be taking pictures today with this particular camera, which is my favorite now, and my cell phone, and we'll find some fun and see what happens. Here's the trail going down to the Circle B-Bar Preserve. We're taking the trail down to the lake, which is about 3/10 of a mile ahead of us. What a beautiful walk this is along this area of the trail. As I stood on the trail, I turned to my right and could not believe how gorgeous the landscape photography could be along this part of the trail. So this was the first picture I took. I could not believe the sun coming through the moss, the beautiful highlights, and the way this looked, the arcing branches of the live oaks framing the picture. I had to take it. As I was taking this picture, I moved over a little bit to my right, and would you believe how gorgeous that tree looks with the Spanish moss coming down off of it. I tried to make the live oak branch kind of frame the picture. The sun coming through the Spanish moss background was incredible. I used an f9 f-stop to bring the foreground in focus and make it clear. I like the moss hanging on the right side of the picture. It just worked. Keith and I are still walking down the trail, and as I pan around, it's just incredible the landscape photography available with all the trees and their formations. What started out to be a bird photography day is rapidly becoming a landscape photography day. It's incredible. Here we have the tree in the foreground, the arcing branches forming almost a circular pattern, the background of the moss coming down, and the highlights of the tree in the center part of the picture. This came out to be a nice photograph. One of many you're going to see here taken from the same location, one right after the other. I changed my position, got down a little bit lower, got the moss highlighted by the sun coming through it, got it in focus. The foreground looks great, the background being a little bit blurred, and the whole tree on the right-hand side kind of framing it as the eye comes in from the left. I liked it. I changed my position once again, getting the tree falling down and looking straight at me, the eye following the tree up into the branches, the beautiful moss coming down, using the palm on the right as another framing part of the picture. I liked it. The foreground looked good. It just made a nice, pleasing picture. I changed my location once again, aimed my camera a little bit differently, caught the branches coming down once again, the moss perfectly backlit by the sun. I kept the foreground a little bit blurrier this time, with the plants, and I directed attention right to the center, the moss, with the frame of the tree on one side and the palmettos on the left side. I like this. This is the final one. If you're ever out at Circle Bar B, travel the path off to the left up to the lake in the early morning hours. It is really a fantastic walk. We've now reached Lake Hancock. Beautiful walk up to this point. Up ahead is a dock that we're going on. And in front of me, there's one gator, two gators. I mean, these are really big gators. You can see the birds off in the distance. They look like white egrets. Some people come on the trail. This is a great spot to take a few good pictures. I saw an osprey up in the tree. I moved around so I could position his head below the branch, using the branches to frame the osprey. I like the catch light in the eye, the background being just a little bit blurred, help set the osprey off. The picture worked. I got a little bit of shadow also in the branches below. Walking along the trail, I came upon the common lantana. The flower was placed in the upper third with the bird leaves drawing your eye into the flower and framing it. I worked on placing the flower over the green bird leaf in the background to help it stand out better. The vertical blurred vegetation seemed to give strength to the image. The eastern fleabone, two flowers you see here, had to be made in perfect focus. So I programmed my F1 button to adjust my f-stop to get the perfect field depth I wanted. And that's what you see here. I placed the two flowers over the blurred green background in the upper left third. The vertical stalk and the blurred unopened flower and the dark area stopped the eye movement to the right and back to the two main flowers. The dark area acted like a frame for the subject flowers as well. And just in front of us is a large female gator moving slightly toward her children. And this gator must be every bit of 10 to 12 feet long. It is one really big. There's a lot going on in this photograph. I wanted the gator to be the subject of interest. And I noticed the mother gator's head was shaped like a V. So I used the plants right above the mother's head as a kind of a line coming down, and I used a stream of water at the bottom as a line coming up, creating a V similar to the gator's head. This brought the eye into the image from the left, seeing the baby gators, then coming over to the large mother gator, but then going back and forth between the two. It worked, but it took some time to figure out exactly how I wanted this photograph to work. While working on the photograph, I ran into some new friends along the trail. Well, this is retired Bob walking along the circle.
Semi-retired Rick.
Semi-retired Rick. And
Retired Cindy.
retired Cindy.
Cece.
And you never know what wonderful people you might meet walking along the Circle B Bar Preserve Trail.
Our favorite place to come.
Their favorite place to come.
Yes.
And how many times have you been here?
Found out about it a couple years ago. We've probably been up here, maybe not 10 times.
10 times.
In all the years.
Yeah.
But
We
down
went
in
through
Sarasota,
the hurricanes and everything.
yeah.
We went through
And
here.
somebody told me about it.
And every time you come, you like it.
Oh, I love it.
Fantastic.
I love
Well,
it.
it's wonderful meeting you and talking with you this
Nice
morning.
to meet you, Bob.
Nice to meet you. And we'll see what happens. We'll make you a YouTube video star. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. Walking a little bit further down the trail, I came upon an immature little blue heron. The reflection was incredible. So I stopped to take this image. The little blue heron reflection was perfect and the eye was easily seen. Placed to the right central third of the image, the eye moves in from the left and stops the green foliage, then back to the heron. The bank at the top just helped to frame the heron. As we moved a little bit further down the trail, I came across a peninsular cooter. He was looking at me, and all the grass on his shell looked pretty neat. So I used my F1 button once again to make sure I had a depth of field great enough to take in the turtle, the log in front, as well as the little blue dragonfly. So the eye kind of moves in from the left, hits the turtle, hits the stump, comes down, sees the dragonfly, and goes back. That worked out fine. Notice I have both the turtle in the upper left-hand third and the dragonfly in the lower right-hand third. It worked. I was almost back to my car at this point. I came across a Mexican prickly poppy. The dark leaves really set off the bright yellow flower. I set the image coming in from the right third. The eye enters the image from the left but has to stop at the flower. The blurred background just helped to frame the entire image. The light coming over my left shoulder produced just enough shadow to help it out. We've come to the end of our adventure of walking around the Circle Bee Bar. Keith and I are going to head home, but if you like the channel, click the like. If you'd like to subscribe, do that as well. You can contact me anytime, and I keep your emails confidential. This is Retired Bob once again. Get out and have some fun, and best of all, enjoy all the wonderful things God has provided us to see.